Okay, yeah, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. This is Lan from the hashtag Walk with Lan. Just imagine working for 30 to 40 years of your life only to realize that you are still worried about money. Your salary is increased, your lifestyle improve, but somehow financial freedom still feels far away. The truth is, most people were never taught how money actually works. But there is one simple diagram that changed the way many people think about money. And once you understand it, you might never look at your paycheck the same way again. For many people, the money cycle looks like this: you get a job, you receive your salary, then the money goes to bills, rent or mortgage, car payments, food, phone plans, online shopping, and maybe a little savings. If there's anything left, then next month the cycle repeats again. Money comes in, money goes out. And the problem is not the people are lazy. In fact, many Filipinos are extremely hardworking. But the system most people follow is designed to keep them working forever. Here's where it gets interesting. Some people increase their income. They get promoted, they work abroad as OFWs, they start earning more. But instead of becoming financially free, they upgrade their lifestyle. Bigger house, newer car, more subscriptions, more monthly payments. And suddenly, even though they earn more, they feel even more pressure. Because now, their lifestyle requires a bigger salary just to survive. That is called lifestyle inflation. And it traps many people for decades. Now, here's the simple concept that changes everything. There are only two important categories when it comes to money: assets and liabilities. And an asset puts money into your pocket. A liability takes money out of your pocket. That's it. It's quite simple, right? But powerful. Most people do this: income, expenses, liabilities. But wealthy people do something different: income, assets, income. Okay, they use their money to buy things that generate more money instead of spending everything first. Let's make this practical. Here are examples that apply in the Philippines. Assets can include a small rental property, a sari-sari store that generates profit, dividend stocks, a small online business. Of course, our channel, hashtag Walk with Lan, YouTube channels, digital products, affiliate marketing, even a skill that allows you to earn online. These things produce income. Liabilities, on the other hand, include things like expensive cars with monthly payments, phones upgraded every year, luxury items bought on installment, or anything that continuously costs you money. Now, this doesn't mean you can't enjoy life. The idea is simply this: buy assets first, then let the assets pay for your lifestyle later. One reason many people never start building assets is because they think they need a lot of money. But that's not always true. Some people start with small investments, some start with side hustles, some build skills that allow them to earn online. Others start businesses slowly while still working a job. The key is consistency. Even small assets, when built over time, can grow, and eventually those assets can begin covering your expenses. That's the moment when things start to change, because now your survival no longer depends entirely on your. Here's the reality that many people don't talk about. Building assets sound simple, but in real life it's not always easy, because the world constantly encourages us to spend money, not build wealth. Everywhere you look, you see advertisements saying, upgrade your phone, buy the newest car, reward yourself, deserve mo yan. And little by little, people begin to believe that success means owning expensive things. But real wealth often looks very different. Sometimes the person who looks the richest is actually the one with the most debt. And sometimes the quiet person who lives simply is the one building assets behind the scenes. Another challenge is impatience. Many people want instant success. They want fast money, but assets usually grow slowly at first, just planting a tree. In the beginning, you don't see much progress. But if you continue watering it, one day it becomes strong enough to produce fruit. Like the longan tree. Okay? So I was, um, when that longan tree was cut off, okay, ang sama ng loob ko because, mamumunga na siya. Okay? And if you cut it off, definitely you cannot be able to produce the fruit. The same is true with assets. At first, they are small, then they grow, then eventually they start supporting your life. So, yeah, what we can do, no, is to invest in MP2, dividend stocks, rental properties, businesses, etc. So while you are still, okay, while you are still an OFW or you're still working, try to build your assets. There's another reason many people stay stuck financially, and it's something most people never question: the paycheck illusion. From the time we are young, we are taught a very clear path: study hard, get good grades, find a stable job, work for many years, and hopefully retire someday. There is nothing wrong with having a job. Jobs are important. They provide income, experience, and stability. But the problem happens when a job becomes the only source of income, because when your entire life depends on a single paycheck, your financial future is controlled by something you do not fully control. A company can restructure, an industry can change, a crisis can happen, and suddenly the one source of income disappears. This is why many financially successful people focus on building multiple streams of income, not because they hate their job, but because they understand one simple rule: security does not come from a salary. Security comes from having income sources that continue even when you're not working. This could be a small business, an online store, content creation like hashtag walk with Lan, investments like stock market, MP2, okay? Try to add on your MP1, SSS, okay? And then mutual funds, etc. Or any other asset that produces income. And the more of this you build over time, the more control you gain over your future. Okay, that's it, ladies and gentlemen, and have a great day.